Hello, All Says here, just bringing you a quick replay review on a map called Elwood by uky-400. It was just something that came up when I was just doing some dailies, and I just thought it made very good use of the Death Blossom for preventing speedruns. So as you saw there, I didn't know exactly which way I was going as I entered that room because first time seeing the room, so I decided to go across, and there was a Death Blossom mine that stopped me from going across and slowed me down enough to get killed. Now that I know where I need to go, I end up in this like little corridor here with all the Death Blossoms, which is a whole other problem. And these Bloodlust Bursters come in after you as you enter that room, which is very fun. But it meant that I had to slow down for an Incinerator Piston combo, and I got stuck in the bursters, which is after I actually successfully dealt with the actual speedrun trap there, which is not the easiest, as you'll see coming up, because spoiler, this is not the successful run. I've obviously had to slow down quite a bit, just in general, because they're actually doing pretty well with the speedrun traps. That there is possibly one of the best ways to deal with these with melee. It's obviously better when you're not speedrunning, but... And now I see another actually scary room that I just don't know where I need to get to the exits. I did spot the top of the thing, and now I know that the exit's over here. I thought I was behind the corner of that block to prevent the Ravager from killing me, but Ravagers be Ravagers. They're ravaging sometimes. So anyway, I come back in here. All these squares here, originally I thought they were just for or the corrosion cubes were just for, and there's one of the Death Blossom deaths. Yeah, they are quite good when you're trying to stop speedrunners, because they are harder to see and have a very quick timing when they explode, and I need to block like 4 things here for this to be super efficient. And here, I didn't realize that I could even have triggered that guard, the Warmonger up the back there. So I thought I just had to deal with the bursters that were running in, and I was mistaken. Yeah, anyway, about the corrosion cubes. The bursters, I'm pretty sure, are hiding behind them or in them, and they're all Bloodlust, so when Bloodlust triggers, they all run out, which I could have checked if I had realized while the game was still on. But here, I decided to jump back into this back area, because if I have to deal with these bursters, if I can do it in a spot where there's no other threats, I just have to worry about bunny hopping. Now, that might make them seem a lot less scary, but like the same thing happens with cannon backs and just hanging off the roof. So, and like we all know how dangerous cannon backs are at this point. So it's not a given that they're completely undangerous, despite, you know, a simple play pattern that allows you to defeat them. That Warmonger ran backwards for some reason. It's happened a couple times. I think it's because they're on the left side of the block on their patrol path. Anyway, yeah, I'm completely not speedrunning anymore, which is awkward for this loadout, which is at its best when you are moving fast quickly. And moving forward quickly. Fast quickly. And here, yeah, get a lunge on that is probably the best way to deal with this. Because you can't, if you lunge at the Death Blossom, you can sometimes miss the mine, and that's just really bad when that happens. I get lucky here because the mine went across the whole pathway, so I can actually just deal with that. If there'd been a block on the other side, that would have stopped that, but like, these are new traps, they can't have it absolutely perfect every time. They've already had one really good little thing, because it was only 2 Death Blossoms and a piston, and it works just as well as like a full corridor of pistons. Which is a big plus. And here I'm just going up because I want to check what's up here, because I'm pretty sure this isn't the way to go. I just wanted to see what was up here. Tomb. Free tomb. Pretty sure I even have the daily at the moment for the tombs. So that was just a good thing to find. I don't know how that one got destroyed. I'm not sure what's up with that. But obviously there's no mine there, so I just grab it, and then I'm just heading out. And in this room I know I'm going to have to speed through because I didn't deal with these traps. I thought I could get that to fire in here and then come out and to the right, giving me more time to actually run through, but that doesn't actually work. That was on reflex. I got real lucky with that. That was very close to getting me. But yeah, just good burning hot piston. That's not unexpected. And here I block that as I go through there, and I just keep an eye out for piston as I come around the corner. This also doesn't really work. You can't, once the thing piston and the mine are in the same spot, it doesn't actually function properly, because the piston will hit the mine. And I also had the hardware thing here. But anyway, I think we had some like pretty good representation of the Death Blossom here, showing like what it can do against speedrunners, and it doesn't, like, that first setup I think is pretty legit, the one with the Death Blossoms going through like a dogleg corridor. And we also saw some like failed setups, the one shooting into the piston and the one that seems to be trying to shoot into where the gen mat is. I'm not sure what happened with the gen mat one. I think that's because its upper side is pointed into that second big room, and so it probably got destroyed earlier. But if that's a risk, you should probably put the mod on that makes the mines persist, because like it's really hard to see them, especially when you're going fast. So I think they're pretty legit as a speedrun trap. It's kind of like pistons. Like, you probably aren't going to be scared of them if you're slow, but if you're fast, they'll be very strong. There's probably some more setups, and the fact that you can use one Death Blossom to cover 2 spots using the sides of it is very good. I think 4 might, like, trying to get the mod that allows you to have 4 mines might be a bit too optimistic, but there's probably a setup that can do that still. And the explosion's not something to completely write off. That's very similar in strength to the speedrun setups that use the self-destruct on the Plasma Sentinel. Anyway, that's it for me for today. I will be back later in the week with another replay review, and there'll probably be a stream on the weekend. But until then, I shall see you next time.